We've been a ministry partner with Perpetual Help Home for about 15 or 20 years now. Since we learned about the home, we've been giving financially. We've been a partner church. We've had many women and children come through our doors and be a part of our spiritual family. And we also try to help any way we can to keep the home healthy and going here in Victoria. One thing that I love about the way Perpetual Help Home operates is just the structure that it offers to women coming from all different backgrounds. Many of them we've seen, they didn't have structure in their previous life, and Perpetual offers them that opportunity to learn some discipline, to be committed to good financial health, to be committed to a church. And I just feel like all through the years as I've seen women go through the program, it's that structure and that discipline that they're learning that really yields great fruit in their lives.
One of the things I love so much about the structure of Perpetual Help Home is this idea that discipline is actually our path to freedom. And a lot of times people see discipline as constricting, but when we begin to see where it gets you down the road, then we see it not as a burden, but as a tool to bring more freedom into our lives. Mm-hmm. And I love that because you begin to think about it and you see Perpetual Help Home and you see they're actually on a pathway to freedom.
I love it. One of the challenges that does come along with having Perpetual Help Home residents come to our church is that, we realize that eventually they'll move on to their next step in the journey and that they might not be with us at our church anymore. And for some of them, that involves moving off with their kids or getting a new job, a new home. Some of them we find out are engaged, and those are all exciting changes, but it sure is bittersweet for us to have to say goodbye, and we miss those ladies and their kids very much. One of my favorite memories of a family that came to our church from Perpetual Help Home was Diane Farkas and her son Jacob. And I just remember what a bright and shiny light Diane always was from the moment she walked through our doors. I just remember it just felt like family. And before she moved on to the next step in life, Diane was a big part of our church. She served in the church. Her son Jacob was in our children's church, and we just loved them so much and we missed them.
I also think of Christina Harrison. We actually ended up hiring Christina Harrison, and she ran our outreach department, and the investments that she made personally in our church and in our community, we're still feeling the effects of. And it was just incredible to see what God did in her family, even getting them a habitat house, which is so exciting.
Yeah. And then I also think of Elena Soto, who is currently a member of our church. And same thing with Elena. She just showed up ready to help, ready to serve. You could just tell that she had such a hunger to be a part of something good. And she's never slowed down. She's such a blessing to our church family. And here today, currently, she is running our food pantry out of the church.
I believe that church family is so important when it comes to a person discovering themselves. As we learn more about God and who God is, it's actually a journey of self-discovery because we're created in His image. And so the more that we discover about Him, what people find is they see a better reflection of their authentic self. And so what we've seen with people is an incredible transformation happens whenever they became connected with a life-giving, loving God who gave their life for them. They begin to see themselves in such a clear, better light than ever before. We love having women from Perpetual Help Home attend C3 Victory because we want people that are hungry for change. We want people that are willing and ready and excited about the future that God has for them. And so every time they're there, they bring an excitement, they bring a love, and they just bring for us an expectation exactly for what the future could hold for them. anybody that's thinking or praying about making a donation to Perpetual Help Home, I think you should think of it as more of an investment. Sometimes people think, I'm just going to give this organization or this ministry money, but you're actually investing in the lives of people. And one of the incredible things about investments is there's always a return.
When you give to Perpetual Help Home, it's going to have a ripple effect, not only in the life of one woman, but in the life of every person that woman and her children touch. Giving to Perpetual Help Home is the gift that keeps on giving. Really, it's a perpetual gift. So let's all give $25 to celebrate 25 years of Perpetual Help Home in Victoria.